making wicks for my client. Tomorrow I will be installing his wicks at 12 p.m. and I'm just going to show you guys how I got this bundle of locks to look like that into this. We're going to be making 10 of them. I already partially have 3 of them done, but yeah, we're going to be up late tonight, so I'll decide if I want to keep this video later. But mostly I'm just going to be working until somebody comes back and asks a question. So if you like to watch people work, this video will be for you. I'm looking for a crochet hook. I think I just dropped it. So I bought a firm bristle brush today, and it actually works really well to distress the hair. But these locks have been interlocked, so it's a little tougher, a lot tougher. But we'll get there. I like to kind of work like this. I'll do it just until it feels softer, not so hard. I don't know if you can see the fuzz, but it's actually working. And if you're wondering where I got this, I got it from the Dollar General. Just a firm bristle brush. And these are really tough because they're interlocked, so gotta put some muscle in it. Oh, and this, I use this tool in a lot of my other videos, but it's just 2 crochet hooks taped together. One of them has 3 needles, the other has 2, and they're going the same direction. So switching ends. So the part at the top, so this is the top, all right? I'm gonna make it kind of in a tapered shape, so when I reattach it, it won't be so, there won't be a size difference. I'm just softening up that end. This part is a lot easier to do after it's been like softened another way, which is why I was using the brush. No, they do not, but it does make it easier. That was a good question. The only reason I'm not working on wet locks right now is because I will be installing them in the morning and I want them to be 100% dry. I washed them already, detoxed them before I started, so I could mist it down though if it gets tough. You could just take a spray bottle and mist it down to where it won't be like oversaturated, but it does soften the hair a little more when it's wet. So we're getting to the part here. This part in the middle has really, I can feel the difference where the interlocking was. So with that being said, it's not going to change very much. Like you see how this has gotten a little fluffier. This is going to be really kind of hard, right? So what I'm gonna have to do, and I really just within the last year learned the difference between wicking interlocked locks versus palm rolling, but it's definitely a lot harder to do interlocked. And this hair right here, I'm going to use it to combine the what's the question? Hold on, I'm gonna read this. It went away, so let me see if I can find it. Okay, it says you're putting your old locks together. Starter locks will be easier. It'll be easier to reattach them to an afro for sure. So definitely keep your afro. If you're looking to get wicks, that would be the easiest way. Let's see. And you're welcome, Sierra. Did I say that right? Let me know, because I do not want to mispronounce anyone's name. Okay, oh, here it is. All right, so I just laid that thin sheet of hair over the middle because I'm not adding human hair to add length. I'm adding human hair to actually be able to combine this. Since they were interlocked, they do not act the same as a palm rolled wick or locks. If these locks had just been palm rolled, I would be able to do this with no problem with just my crochet hook. But because they were interlocked, I'm having that, like, it can't, basically the most important step to getting your locks to be seamless can't happen without it looking like this first. So that's what the human hair adds. And one mistake that I've noticed a lot of people making is taking a piece of human hair and wrapping it around as tightly as possible all the way down, all the way down. And I'm not gonna do that because it'll be kind of hard to undo, but you know, people will wrap it and then they'll crochet over it. But if you're going to do it that way, you're going to need to wrap it loosely so that you have more freedom to actually move the needle in and out. Because if you wrap it too tight, it's going to look like it was wrapped, and you don't want to do that. But I personally, when I'm doing this type of work, I prefer to lay the hair on top, just parallel to the shape of the wick. Let me check this again. I feel like I'm missing stuff. There we go. No, I'm glad I pronounced your name correctly. Thank y'all for joining. I know it's only a couple of us tonight, but I'm gonna be up all night anyway, so. I'm here for your questions. But you see how, hold on, I'm going to show you. Let's see. This, you don't have to worry about like the human hair making it look unnatural. It's flexible, it bends, you know, it's got some movement. These are 2. That's what they look like. It's kind of hard to see up against my print. Oh, 3 actually. I've been forgot. Okay. So I'm gonna keep going all the way down. A lot of people don't wish to add human hair, and I get that. That's to each his own. But one thing to keep in mind is I'm not adding to his length. These are not lock extensions. These are wicks made with my client's hair. I'm using the human hair to support during the combination, because what will happen if you over crochet one area for too long, which is what we tend to do with trying to get a seamless look. We tend to stab at it till the lines go away, which is what you do want to do essentially. That's the idea, but you don't want to do it so much that it shreds the locks. You want to pull apart the locks to get it to reshape, but you don't want to really compromise those hairs by going over it, over and over and over it. And that's what you'll have to do if you don't add human hair when you have interlocked locks. So just a tip, if you're a stylist watching this, you know, take everything I say with a grain of salt. This is just from my experience and what I prefer. So the methods that I'm sharing are simply to just pass along what helped me. There's no one way to do anything. I feel like you could go to a few different locticians and learn just a wealth of different things. There's not just one method that's going to work for every single person, you know. Anyway, we're getting to the bottom, and I'm going to move some of this hair around. That one piece of hair stretched from about here to about here. That's the last of it, so I'm going to be working on moving that in. I'm going to add a little more. So I don't know if y'all noticed, but I am rotating. I'm rotating it. What direction is that? Clockwise with my left hand. And that just keeps everything even, so you don't have to worry about it being weird shaped on one side and then not matching on the other. Just everything you do on one side happens to the other. Now, if I had, I'm just going to say another difference, if I didn't add any hair to the middle where it was interlocked, if I didn't add any hair to that, we would have been trying to combine this wig for probably another hour, and it's almost done now, but it's still going to require just a few more minutes of polishing and crocheting, because I want to make sure this is still good quality, like very good, seamless, the works. So wrapping up the ends. Also, I'm using a 0.5 millimeter needle, but the size of this needle, I don't know if y'all can see that. That's actually pretty large for a 0.5. It feels like a 0.75, which is, sometimes they send like the wrong size, so disregard that. But it's good to know your needle size. Like, I wish I could actually show the difference between the one on this side and the one on this side. No, I can't. It's okay. We'll move on. But the point is, not all manufacturers are the same. So okay. I'm going to switch out my needles. Let's see. So the hair that I get, oh, I think we were thinking at the same time. Let's see. Okay, so this is Macon Styles, MACON, Afro Bundle, natural black, length 10 inches. I buy this in packs of 4 at just whenever I'm running low. I'll buy like 4 at a time because I use it in lock repairs. I make a lot of extensions. So I just find it helpful to keep on deck because it literally goes so fast. I'm one of their biggest clients. But no, Macon Styles, MACON. Shout out to them if they're watching. They may see this one day, they might. But yeah, they're based out of Florida. Really good company. The hair doesn't have a smell on it. And I really like that because I've been doing locks for a while, so I've noticed that different types of hair, they have different chemicals on them at times. They'll try to wash it with certain things, I guess. They'll pre-color it to match. It just depends. Some will claim that they're all virgin hair and they're really not. So the needle I just switched to is a 0.5 millimeter clover needle, and I get that on Amazon. And one of these days I'll go back and watch the live that I post and actually put in the description what all I said I was going to put in this description. But unfortunately, I will not have time to do that soon, but I will. And just using the smaller crochet hook to tighten up this end because the end was very, very hard to do. The smaller the needle, the more precise you're able to be. And since we are adding, I feel like I missed a comment. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't want to wait for 2 hours. Oh my goodness. I did too. I know your pain. That was me all last year. Because I had a lot of, last year, I had a lot of clients who had been interlocked. And that's when I noticed the pattern. I was like, there's got to be an easier way to do this. But yeah, that is pretty much my life hack for doing Wicks on interlocked clients, because it's just not going to happen any other way. Some locticians don't even do that. They don't. And I mean, it's, you know what you want to do as a professional, so I don't blame them. But I also want to service the people, so here we are. And I alternate between my needles, the double and the single. They're both essentials in my toolkit, so I just use one until I need the other. I don't think that really made sense, but it made sense to me. And whenever you do use human hair, make sure to pull it apart. Don't like wad it up and then try to put it together. Pull it apart a little bit, spread it out, and remember not to wrap it too tight. You want it to kind of hug the hair around and then secure it in place. I would anchor it. I usually like count to 10 in my head or something and then turn it. Just whenever you feel it start to get secured, then you can kind of move around and let go a little bit. But we're working on the ends, which is, when it's been interlocked, the ends, that's the oldest part of the hair. Some people's ends are soft, but it really does depend, because sometimes they feel like little wires, like they're really hard. You really just gotta break it up. And I just got to the point where I'm not stabbing my fingers 1000% of the time, but I don't want to speak too soon. So. you guys. I got carried away in what I was doing and started relaxing, slouching. So we're down to my last pack of hair, and that actually, the pack of hair that I opened earlier today lasted for three wicks. There was one of these wicks I actually didn't use human hair on. This one is the one. Now there are areas, and I just did that because I wanted to see exactly how long it took. I lost count. Like, I was trying to time it. This took so long to do. So, yes, that pain is real. Have you ever had it go up under your fingernail? No. Like, I don't know. It's just, I used to wear those little finger gloves, and I honestly would have some if my daughter didn't steal them all the time. She likes to wear them like her rings. So I don't know where half of my little finger gloves went, but they're on Amazon for pretty cheap, $9 or so. And the first couple of uses, they actually stay on pretty well. Then, third, fourth, starts to get a little loose. So, you do what you want with that. But I've used them over and over again, and I just when I clean all of my stuff, I throw those in there too, so that way nothing is contaminated or whatever. I also noticed that my client does not have a lot of lint in his locks. He's had his locks for a while, so that really shocked me. Um, but that's a good thing. I guess there's hope after all. Okay, so the ends look like that. I'm just smoothing that over. When you get to the end of it, I'm going to try to do this the best that I can. You're going up and pulling the hair down. And I can't really explain like the technique for like holding it, but just hold it to where you will not stab yourself, and then put the needle up, pull the hair down, put the needle up, pull the hair down. It helps to do this part slow until you get like muscle memory, and then you can really maintain proper positioning. 4 wicks. And once I finish the bundles and everything, I'll come back and show y'all the whole set. I hope you enjoyed this live. Do we have any last minute questions while I'm wrapping it up? I'll wait around for a couple of minutes. You're so welcome. Thank you. I like when I have company doing this sort of thing because it's very tedious, but normally I'm behind the chair and standing up or, thank you. Absolutely. I'll try to do this more, especially on YouTube. I think what's been happening, I've been going live on the wrong platforms because it seems like I'm just, I'm doing the work and everything and explaining a lot, but as far as feedback, I don't really get questions, so I don't really know if I'm serving the audience, but you guys let me know what kind of content you'd like to see and I can definitely come back with more information. It's hard for me to think of ideas sometimes, so if you leave me a comment or get stuck on anything, I can definitely start making some content pertaining to that if I know. So, all right. If that's all, I might jump on TikTok. I haven't decided yet, but we will see. If I have you guys on any other social media, reach out to me, say hello, and I'll follow you back for sure. But yeah, good night.